do some shared reading and vocabulary. So the tools that you'll need today are your your vocabulary book, pencil, highlighter, crayons. You'll also need your shared reading packet. Now this packet is not your shared reading journal, the purple one. This is the one that is in your learning packet, but you will be able to recognize it. It looks just like the stories in our shared reading journal as they are review, but it's not in your purple journal. So go ahead and get those tools, push play when you're ready. So we have read the story before, but it's always good to review. So we are going to be reviewing this week before we move on to Unit 10 next Monday. So let's get started. These are the 4 vocabulary words. We have the word groaned, wheel, bounced, and fence. Let's see those definitions. So the word groaned is a past tense word for groan, and a groan is a sound usually of pain or tiredness. So have you ever heard someone when they're kind of complaining, they go, oh, like they're just kind of like sigh? It's a groan. Or again, you add the ed when it's the past tense. So groaned. She groaned when her mom said to clean the backyard. Groaned. Another way to say complain or a sigh. So we also have the word wheel. This one should be pretty simple. So a wheel is a technology that helps a vehicle move. So it can be, you could have wheels on a bus. You can, like the song, you can have wheels on a car. You can have wheels on a wheelbarrow. You can have wheels on a bicycle also. Then we have bounce, which is the past tense for the word bounce. And bounce is to spring or jump up and down. So I bounced on the trampoline. Oh, I didn't even have a sentence for wheel. So my example is, the wheels on the bus go round and round. You guys come up with your own. Okay, and lastly, the word fence is a barrier to enclose an area. So you can see here, the fence is white and it protects. No, I'm sorry, let me start over. So the fence is white and it keeps our garden from being stepped on. You guys can come up with something better. Okay, so here are the 4 words. What I want you to do is on your vocabulary book, you are going to write the word, make a sentence with the word in it, and then you're going to make a picture or use the pictures on the screen. When you are done, push play so we can find them in our shared reading journal. Okay, friends, so now that you are done with your vocabulary book, let's go ahead and get into shared reading. So the 4 words are in this text. This is, again, a review. This is when we're learning about the past, present, future. There were a lot of past tense words, so I'm assuming this is going to be about the past. I'm not sure. Let's read it. So let's find out. So the title is Horses to the Rescue. On the top corner on the right, I see that it says realistic fiction. So this is not true. This is not nonfiction. This is made believe, but it's realistic, which means it sounds like it's something that could happen. So let's get started. It says, horses to the rescue. Tom groaned. He had not seen the hole in the road. When the front wheel of the car hit it, the car bounced. It went right into the pond. How was he going to get it out? Just then, Tom heard a laugh. Mr. Shea and his team of horses looked over the fence. Need help? Mr. Shea asked. He tossed Tom a rope to tie to the car. The horses pulled the car out. Give me a horse any day, Mr. Shea said. On this day, Tom had to agree. So let's reread it, and now this time you read it with me. Make sure that you are trying to read with fluency, which means like you're trying to read like you are talking, not like a robot. Let's get started. Horses to the rescue. Tom groaned. He had not seen the hole in the road. When the front wheel of the car hit it, the car bounced. It went right into the pond. How was he going to get it out? Just then, Tom heard a laugh. Mr. Shea and his team of horses looked over the fence. Need help? Mr. Shea asked. He tossed Tom a rope to tie to the car. The horses pulled the car out. Give me a horse any day, Mr. Shea said. On this day, Tom had to agree. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. So it says, look at the picture. Does this story take place now or long ago? So let's go ahead. Let's go back. Let's look at the pictures. I am going to answer that this took place long ago because the car looks like a car from the past. How can you tell? I just answered that. So now it says, do you think people traveled by horse in the past? What do you guys think? The answer is yes. In the past, people traveled by horse and then they started driving cars. It says, what clue does Mr. Shea say? So Mr. Shea, let's see, what does he say? So he says, need help. That's not the clue. Oh, right here. Give me a horse any day, Mr. Shea said. So Mr. Shea preferred to travel by horse. That was the clue he used. Now what I want you to do is answer this question. What was your favorite part of this short story? Using the frame, my favorite part was, So in your little packet that I made, there's not enough room for you guys to write in the front, so just flip it over and write it in the back. Also, you can highlight the vocabulary words in this text. All right, boys and girls, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.